The one that's above me.
Okie doke.
A 17.
A 9, he's down.
And probably dead from 22 damage.
That is a kill.
I'm going over and attacking the next one.
Okay. Definitely hit. And
Probably
definitely
a kill.
another kill.
Alright, now I can do something.
Get an MVP status here. Better step it up, Quincy.
Okay, gonna move over here, then back over here, and then I'm going to double attack him with the sneak attack, and if it hits, that probably doesn't hit, and that probably hits.
Yep.
So that's 4 plus 9, 13.
Alright, just enough. You wedge your rapier into its neck and pop off its skull. The light fades from its eyes.
Okay.
Heskin.
So Heskin's gonna walk by, look into the room, see that everything in here seems to be dead. He sighs and then walks. Actually, he's gonna dash and just go up. He's gonna look into the room that Anna's at, see the goblins, and just sigh. And he's gonna move to the side of the room, but then just sit there and wait.
Add turn.
Yeah, that's what it.
Okay. 14. And before the goblins even know what's happening, Ayana gets to go again. They look on you with horror, looking between you and the gold. That's a hit.
When I chop this one in half, I want to scream, "Bow before your new god."
Which one did you hit there?
That one.
Okay. He collapses into a heap of fire.
Jesus.
The other one still has its mouth wide open, just absolutely horrified. Orgrim.
Is he gonna kneel before his new god?
He hasn't even gotten to act.
I'm just going to admire all of the death around me and forward my round.
Okay. The goblin gets on his knees, takes up a handful of the coins, and just holds them up to you. Please! Please!
And then Ayana eats his soul right then and there.
Alright, Quincy.
Alright, to move through this difficult terrain, I have to use up 20, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm getting out, that'll put me at 30, so then I can move another 30. So I'll just do this. That'll leave me 30 left.
Okay. Heskin.
I think Heskin's actually just gonna walk into the room and go into next to the gold and everything around it, and just crouch down and look at it, not even pay attention to the goblin.
Okay.
Quincy, I swear to God,
Seems to
if
be
you
a
tell my new
large
goblin
collection
friend,
of
I'll
mostly
kill you.
silver.
I'll take a scoop of it and put it in my pockets.
Okay.
That's about it, though.
Alright. Ayana. Are you gonna murder him?
Hell no, he's my new friend.
Cut off his right arm.
I'm gonna
Combat
tell him-
is over then, presumably.
But hey, you goblin!
Give me a moment, I have dogs barking.
Okay.
It's new. So I guess that takes care of pretty much every door except for the trap. Does anybody have the ability to dispel magic?
Don't look over here.
Theta. I guess Theta's not here.
Alright, I think they stopped talking. So what did you say to the goblin?
I'm gonna give him my backpack, and I'm gonna tell him to fill it with all the coins he can, and then take it back to my carriage.
Yeah.
Alright, and
That's
then
a
wait there
terrible
for
idea.
He begins stuffing all of the gold into the pack, and then takes the pack and begins leaving with it.
How much of it did I take before he scooped it all?
Roll 1d2000. Alright. You took a chunk of 200 copper and 59 silver.
Basically, almost got 6 gold pieces and 20 silver. So
Works for me.
7 gold pieces, roughly.
Okay.
Equivalent value.
Of course.
Also, Ayana, I want to mention you this whole idea. Once the goblin leaves, because what if he just steals your carriage and takes the money and runs?
He's not gonna do that. I'm his new god.
Commander, you have been commanding your troops, disassembling it, and taking down the ballistas. You are... Where's your character right here?
In the armory.
We'll say he's out here at the moment. Because he is currently, they have finished their task and are awaiting new instruction. They are beginning to move the ballista inside. But as you are guiding their efforts, you see a goblin with a heavy sack begin to run outside. And he kind of gives you a bit of a look.
Oh, I don't like looks.
Don't kill my goblin!
Open fire.
Yes!
Don't kill my goblin!
Do it! Remove his arm!
I open fire on him.
Okay.
He becomes emboldened with
Go ahead
her
and roll.
being a one-armed goblin. He got put in on the first hit.
He goes flying several feet back into the hallway.
You
dead.
son of a bitch!
What's in the bag?
Scattered across the hallway now is quite a lot of gold. Or rather, a lot of copper and some silver and gold mixed into them.
Yeah, they needed a new task. Go ahead and pick up all those coin pieces.
You son of a bitch! You killed my goblin!
I haven't been in there. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm gonna hear the goblin. Do I hear him scream?
Yes.
I'm gonna run the fuck over. You son of a bitch! You killed my goblin!
How is someone supposed to get loyal subject killing? I'll be right back.
This is what remains in the pile.
Alright, go ahead and put that down on my sheet.
Did you just kill my goblin and then rob my shit?
I wasn't there. I have no idea what you're talking about. So
Sure.
for all I know, is a goblin tried to escape with the money.
What a step! Excuse me, that was my goblin. You just murdered
You
and
don't
then
own
robbed all
goblins.
my money. Yes, that one I did.
I'm gonna just give him a look. That seems ridiculous. What are you, what are those water people?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That was my goblin. Give me my money.
Listen, Ayana, you should have wrote your name on your goblin.
It's true. It's true. If you wanted to keep it, you should have put a ring on it.
I was using the money that you just stole off my dead goblin to buy the ring.
I didn't steal any money from the goblin. The goblin died. This money was on the ground. I was simply the first here to pick it up.
You killed my goblin and then mugged my. No, give me my money.
In the quarrel, in the midst of the quarrel. Oh, by the way, Heskin walked right by the trapdoor.
Oh, yes.
I don't even have
Heskin,
the
what
money,
is
by
your
the way. My
intention
troops have the
here?
money.
Yeah, but you order your.
You were about here, and then you stepped over to here. What's going on? Tell me what you're doing.
Oh, I mean, I stopped there because I was listening to the conversation, but Heskin's actual thing was he's just walking towards where they're arguing over whatever.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you stepped on a trap space is the problem.
And you step on a trap space.
You activated my trap card.
Go ahead and
I was unaware.
DC 13 Dexterity.
Maybe you won't die. Man, that's a lot of money.
You take half of 29, so 14.
That's fine with me.
I'm glad.
And notably, as you step directly adjacent to the door, it powers back down.
Huh. I guess it's done. Must have ran out of power. That thing gave me a nasty shock, but I just shook it off.
Copper pieces to gold transfer is what, like divided by 100?
Yeah.
Hey, where's Ayana right now? I don't see her token over
We're
there.
arguing. I'm just trying to do some math to see what I'll give Ayana back.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm backing up Ayana here.
I don't care.
Also, when Heskin gets shocked, oh wait, what kind of damage was that?
Lightning.
Okay, I'm resistant to that as well, so I take another half.
Yes. Awesome.
And
Goes
also,
down to 7.
yeah, once I get hit, can I try opening the door? Because now I'm frustrated.
Yes, you can definitely try, and as you do, it is locked.
He just calls Vagrant a door.
Oh no, do I back up Ayana in a possible PC versus PC fight, or do I go and unlock a door?
You should probably go unlock the door.
Alright, you two argue. I'm gonna go back and unlock
I'm
the
going to give
Just-
Ayana 5 gems worth 10 gold pieces.
From the man who was legitimately stealing 90% of like the profit.
No! I want all of my money! You killed my goblin and took.
Alright.
I'm sorry, you don't want the 5 gems?
I want the 5 gems and everything else.
Damn
No.
it. He flocks in here, terrible.
Yeah.
You remember the argument I was making back at what's his name's place for 20 more gold pieces for each of my men and myself? I'm taking that out of this cut since you all were so rude to me back then.
I didn't even say a fucking word to you, and you're robbing me to pay your men.
I'm not robbing you of anything. I killed a goblin, he dropped money,
Hold on,
I picked the
Kill a
money up.
goblin
I think
holding
we
my.
need to clarify
You know-
something.
Hold on, no, you know what? That is a very good point. You killed just a goblin that you found. So if I kill all these soldiers that happen to be holding my shit,
I'm gonna look at you like, if that's a move you want to make, go ahead. I give you the first shot, but every other shot after that's not on me.
You also activated a trap.
I activated another trap card? Oh,
The sigil
Okay.
charges right back up again. As you
Okay.
just walk past it, assuming it was gone.
oh shit. Can I use
Make
intelligence?
DC
Can I
14
actually use
saves.
history to attempt to completely just run away from it?
You know what? I'll let you make history or intelligence checks to just kind of go, wait a second, I remember this feeling.
An intelligence save or what?
Yeah, go ahead and make it. You two, Rodrum.
Fuck, that thing's
Intelligence or dexterity?
Well, no, this is just so that you know better. Not at
like,
least a 10. You know better.
no better than sit near that shit.
Even with a -3.
Hold on a second. Is the sigil like? Where's the sigil above the door?
It is directly over the door.
Okay, so I think what I could do is it like attached to a crystal, or is it just like written in there?
It is carved into there and filled in with some kind of strange blue material.
Hmm. I think we could probably break it. What if I point? Wait, isn't Maybe if we get that guy who's a dwarf who could tell us about dwarf shit, probably tell us how to stop the sigil.
All right, back to the conversation. So you two will work together for a little bit, and we'll come back to that then.
Right.
So you three, what do you intend to do now? Heskin, did you walk back across the trap again?
Yeah, to be quite honest,
You
Heskin,
left your safety door space. Go ahead and make a dexterity save.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
It's gonna kill people.
You take half of that because you're resistant, so 14.
I'm fine with it.
Thank God you didn't die.
I have so many temporary hit points right now. I'm not worried.
Where are you getting temp HP from?
So every time I basically kill a creature, I get 9 temporary hit points, and it stacks. So
How does it stack? Because nothing else in the game stacks temporary hit points.
really, I didn't.
Yeah, no, temporary hit points are basically the most you have, and that's it. I mean, there might be a thing. I'm not like 100% knowledgeable about everything, so that's I'm asking you. Where does yours stack from?
I got it from when I did the pact with the fiend. So I
Fiend
assume
pact,
because usually
yeah,
D&D's
no.
there.
No, I don't.
All
As
right.
far as I know, I can double check real quick. I've got the player's handbook open. I mean, if Griff wants it to work that way, Griff is the GM. I don't keep stepping on his
Starting at first
toes.
level, when you reduce a hostile creature to 0 hit points, you gain temporary hit points equal to your charisma modifier plus your warlock level minimum of 1. And ordinarily, temporary HP overwrites itself, doesn't stack, does it? Correct?
No. Yeah, I'm trying to find. There's the specific. It's written specifically in HP section. I just don't remember what page that's
Yeah,
on.
if you could find the page for that to clear this up.
There we go. Temporary hit points is on page 198.
Alright, in the meantime then, let's go find... wherever you're off.
Healing can't restore temporary hit points, and they can't be added together.
Okay.
So you would take the largest temporary HP ability at any individual point.
If you have temporary hit points and receive more of them, you decide whether to keep the ones you have or to gain the new ones.
Okay, so then I just had 9 temporary hit points.
Yeah, but say you must be recording an insane amount of temporary hit points.
Oh, that would... Honestly, if it worked that way, I would use that for every single
I
thing.
remember in 4E there was something that let you stack temporary hit points, but only like one thing. So I was like, maybe 5E's got something, and I just don't know it.
Alright. So, from now on, we'll try to remember the temporary HP doesn't stack, but for now, we'll say you get off scot-free.
Alright.
And I guess go ahead and wipe the temporary hit points, because you have been soaking lightning from it.
Yeah, well, now I care slightly less. Or slightly more, rather.
So what all are you going to do?
I mean, there is the one other thing where, like, the wizards, the one that got the abjuration field, that has its own HP, and then you could have temporary HP. So that's another way around it. But
Yeah, because the abjuration field isn't temporary HP, it is its own shield.
yeah, but I mean, you pretty much count it the same way. But it's the idea that there are ways around it, so I have no idea what you were doing.
Do 19 levels of abjuration wizard and 1 level of warlock. Cast a 9th level armor of Agathis.
That'd be pretty cool.
9th level.
That'd be really hard to kill.
So, what actions will you three take? What will you do with this door?
Haskin's more interested in the argument that's going on now more than the door.
Apparently. So if we want to go ahead and stop it here, continue it next time, and resolve whatever this is off screen, we can go ahead and do that. There's still a little bit here to explore, and then several more maps to explore, which we're not going to get to in without several more hours of play.
Yeah, it's still that door that we broke the lock on, but I can't get into. So we either have to break down the door or
Sounds
something.
good.
Indeed.
We
And
go
then
hammer time on it again.
I will go ahead and note here that there are 6 skeletons, and each of them had 14 electrum pieces on them each.
Is somebody keeping track of loot? I think they
I will hope so.
I only kept track of the things that literally we're fighting about.
Okay, so there's 6 skeletons with 14 electrum each.
Yes, so 84 electrum pieces in that room. And most of the gold from the other rooms is looted and gone into the piles. Primarily the pile that is now on the floor in the hallway. You can also count a small armory of weapons, several chainmail armor pieces, and 2 ballista, and probably about 10 more ballista bolts on top of that. Alright then. So, we'll go ahead and call it here. The adventurers have made it to the fort, gotten past the goblins through mass murder, and collected quite a loot as they've explored. Next time, they will go deeper. Catch you next time, everyone.
Dun, dun, dun.